Hey Simlies, it's Deligracy here with part 2 of Let's Build a Leisure Centre, which is going to include a pool, a gym, and a daycare centre if you guys still want to see that. And basically in the last part we did the exterior, general look and feel of the build, and we plonked some windows in, and now we're going to fix up that roofing, refine the build, and then we're also going to put some wallpaper around it so it looks all pretty and ready to go, as well as some landscaping, because I was really excited to do a little bit of landscaping here in Oasis Springs because it just, I don't know, you can do cool stuff that looks really contemporary and fun, and I like that a lot. Anyway, guys, I hope you're having a nice day or evening. It is the morning here in Melbourne when I'm recording this, and I had a really nice breakfast and I had a boiled egg, which was really good. I don't know why I said that, but I just felt like a little bit of a chat. Anyway, so we're doing the roofing, and I really like layering roofs in The Sims 4. I think it looks kind of cool, and the reason why I'm doing it this way for this build is because it's like a public pool. I thought these roofs or this roofing would represent waves, like waves, water. I don't know. It's probably a little bit abstract, but it makes sense in my head, so that's why I did it. But yeah, there's 3 pools in this. Well, actually, technically, there's 2 big pools. The pool on the lower level with the big windows, and then the pool on the higher level, which you can see both of those from the front. But then at the back, we have lap pools. And I really wanted to do some lap pools because you have the interaction available of being able to swim laps now. So it's really cool because your Sims will actually swim up and down those pool lengths. And I think, if from memory I remember correctly, in The Sims 3, they'd kind of stop halfway in a lap pool and then turn around, then stop, and they wouldn't really swim laps. So I really like in The Sims 4 that they do. These windows here, I'm having a bit of fun with making them kind of a checkered pattern on the bottom part there. Then on the top part, I just put one square in the middle. Do I? Oh no, I removed that. So in the end, we do no windows on that side because I figured we have a lot of windows going on and it probably isn't necessary. So yes, that's why we made up that decision. Interesting in The Sims 4, the lighting and how lighting affects colors in the game is quite strong. For instance, the doors and windows we've just put in are meant to be white or silver, and the world of Oasis Springs, because it has so much orange, it's kind of making everything look a sandy color. So I don't know, it does frustrate me a little bit. I'd rather that it didn't do that, and it also does it on the interior when we start painting walls. The white walls actually have a kind of orangey tinge to them. So I don't know, when we start putting more furniture in and maybe when we put more lighting in, that might change, but it's a little bit strange. But we do actually change all the colors of the doors and windows after we paint most of it. Originally, we were going to go with this green tiled look with wood detailing. I knew I wanted to do wood detailing on this as soon as we started it because, I don't know, I wanted it to look really modern, but also at the same time I wanted it to have a bit of an organic feel. But with the green, it seemed a little bit too tree-like, having green with timber. So we've put in some bricks. They're a little bit harsher, but and they look very commercial. So it still looks like a very commercial building, I think, but then it's still got the softness of the timber as well. So we're just kind of getting rid of that green. Again, this will be available for download at the end of the series. So if you preferred the green and you want it in your game, go for it. You can change that. I also, in the last part, or since the last part in this part, I've actually put some green astroturf on the roof, or grass on the roof. I think that's kind of nice. I'm not sure if we should put plants up there. You guys should let me know in the comments down below if we should or not. I can't really decide, so I need a little bit of help on that. But yeah, I like all these tall pillars of just wall, I guess. They're just sections of walls I've kind of placed down in the garden. I don't know, I think it makes the building look a little more interesting. Some of you might think that's a little strange or strange, as I like to say, but I don't know. I'll be interested to hear. But I certainly like them, so they're staying. These pillars over here just seemed to look out of place and weird, probably because they were curved and the rest of the building is pretty, like, made up of straight edges. So we just put in some wall pillars instead, and I think they look a lot better. A lot better. And it's just a nice little walkway, that they can go wander under to get to the other entrance on the other side. Changing all the window colors here to match the wallpaper that the windows are placed on. So we're going with the grey color on anywhere that there is bricks, and then anywhere that there is timber, we're changing them to timber as well. I think little details like that, just changing those little things, I think they make such a difference in the overall look of your builds. Because if they were all the same color still, it just wouldn't look as nice, I don't think. Anyways, but yeah, I do like the roofing actually. I'm glad that we've gone with the Wave, hashtag the Wave roofs there. And I think we're about to get into tiling soon. There's also, I do like how in The Sims 4 that the neighborhoods, they have pathways leading to lots that are really detailed and really lovely, kind of as part of that neighborhood. So the deep red section you can see there in the top right hand corner. I love how there's that stone pathway that leads to the actual lot. I think that's really nice. So we've incorporated a gate there to keep it looking nice and realistic and to blend it in with the rest of the world. But it's a very different building to the existing ones there as well. So I guess you could say that this is a new complex that has just been built in Oasis Springs, and I'm very excited for the Sims in my Sims 4 LP to visit it, especially my Sim Ashton, who is a total buff man. He is so muscly, and I just want to get him in the pool swimming laps to up his exercise skill. These bathrooms I think we'll have a bit of fun with, and I really like the choice of wallpaper and tiles we put in there later. That's coming up pretty soon. Oh, here we go. So we go with stone, just plain grey stone, and then I was going to do bricks, but in the end we put this stone feature wall in the middle, and I think that's going to look really nice when we put some basins on the edge of it there. And I really like the grey tiles with it as well. Just something that I enjoyed playing around with. And then we're putting in some feature walls in here. I was going to use the exterior timber, but in the end I was like, nah, we need to make it a bit more fancy. So we go with this, I don't even know what you'd call that. It's not really paneling. Is it paneling? I don't know. It's just fancy wooden wall. So we put fancy wooden walls everywhere. And yeah, we actually changed some of the tiles to grey because there's like a little bit too much orange wood going on, I felt, so that breaks it up a bit, I guess. Yeah, but it's coming together quite nicely. I'm pretty happy with this build. I'm pretty excited to start finishing it. And I don't think this series will go as long as the nightclub did. The nightclub dragged on for quite a while, I think, just because of doing other things and whatnot, but I think this one I'm pretty keen to do. I think because I actually really, really, really want to play with this one. So the nightclub I do as well, but for some reason I'm quite motivated to get this one finished. Putting in just some plain, I guess, stony stuff around the pool area, stuff tiling, keeping that organic theme. And we are about to landscape pretty soon, in a little while. But anyways, I do think that in The Sims 4 it is more difficult to do builds because it's more limited, I've decided, than The Sims 3. It's taken a while to make up my decision, but I definitely think Sims 4 is fantastic for gameplay. There's just so much detail in gameplay. It's really, really amazing, and I'm really enjoying it. In terms of building, I feel it's quite restricted still. And, I don't mind that because I do know that they're working really hard to bring out more build features, and they will over time. But what would make a huge difference to me is if they had terrain tools, if they had a color wheel, and if they had move objects. I think that would just blow The Sims 3 out of the water in a lot of ways. But But you know, they'll get there. Don't take this the wrong way, I'm not bad mouthing The Sims for putting it down in any way. I'm just saying that that's what I think at this stage, and I'm expecting really good things. So hopefully over time they can implement those features, and then I think it will be like literally the perfect computer game or PC game ever. Putting in palm trees and some bushes. I do like using up the sizing up option, which came in The Sims 4, which I love. You hold down, is it option right bracket to increase, I think, or alt control. I get confused on Mac and PC keyboards, but one of those. And actually, it might be control. It's either option or control. One of those. But anyway, I should really be able to tell you that off the top of my head. But yeah, I like sizing them up and down. It's a really nice feature, and it's really realistic, I think. So that's nice. Also, putting in lots of rocks, greenery to... You need a lot of greenery in the Oasis Springs to break up the harsh orange colors in the world, I think. So going to town with those. It's a very pretty community lot, actually. I think it's quite pretty. I would definitely bring my kids here. I don't have kids. I'm not planning on having kids anytime soon, but I would definitely bring them here if I did. But that's not for a long time. Putting in some more rocks along the windows. I love those big tall windows. I think they're really pretty. I do like them a lot. And we do have fun with pool lights, actually using them in the pools, but also outside of the pools too. I like the wall pillars, or the decorative walls, I guess we can call them. I really like putting lighting on those or behind those, because at nighttime it looks quite nice with lighting coming or showing around those abstract forms, shall we say. I think it looks kind of interesting. And we have a lonely mini palm tree over there on the right. Just one. I don't know if it's a palm tree, but I'm going to call it a mini palm tree, and it's cute. I like it. Just one of those. Yeah. But yeah, I think all we're going to do in this, is make it a gym, a pool, and a daycare center. And I did mention in the last part to do a little kitchenette, so maybe we'll do one of those. But I think that is appropriate for a leisure center. I mean, I don't know if I've even been to a leisure center before as such. I've been to gyms, for sure, but not a leisure center. So yeah, keep letting me know in the comments if you have ideas of what else could be here. But those are the things I'm thinking of at the moment. And yeah, I think that'll work. Putting in some more lights here. In goes the pool lights, and I made sure to make these lights even in a second. So don't worry, that first line of poolage, I don't know why that was funny, but it kind of was. They will be evened out now, because I know you guys pick up on those little things a lot more than I do, and I want to make sure that this is not frustrating to watch for you guys. So there we go. But yeah, pretty much coming together now, just popping the lights around the place. And then in the next part, we're going to start furnishing. So we're going to pop a gym in. I'm excited for that. And we're going to go to town and have a good old time. And I really want to put in exercise mats, like make a Pilates room or a dance room, like a classroom. So part of it where there's not really much furniture. So it kind of looks like there would be classes there. And the Sims can go there and then just dance for ages and just have a boogie, you know. Actually, I have heard about some exercise classes where you actually dance in the dark for like half an hour, or however long, and that is your gym workout. Like, you just dance in the dark. So nobody has to get embarrassed. I would love to do that class. Like, I think that would be the most epic form of exercise possible. If any of you guys have done or taken one of those classes before, can you please tell me what it's called? And also, did you enjoy it, or did you find yourself bumping into people? Because I feel like if I was just boogieing like there was no tomorrow, I would fly into everyone, and it could be a potential crisis, but I don't know how it works. So do let me know. I'm interested. And I don't know if they do it in Australia yet. I hope they do, but I know they do it in the US because the US seems to be onto everything first. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a lovely morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are in the world, and I will speak to you soon.